morning, Crypto for Life family. Hope everybody doing well today. I see my sister Liz in the house. Selmo Fudd, what's up, my brother? Who's that crypto crusader? It's none other than 6-8Jay with my brother, Selmo Fudd. What's up, bro? Randy B, what's up, sis? I haven't seen you since Vegas. Hope all is well with you and my brother, Tony Bags. Crypto OGs in the house. Crypto Tropics. I love the fact that I don't got to guess that name no more. Crypto Tropics said, let me go and edit that out. Liz, what's up, sis? Happy Tuesday. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you guys being here today. Guys, what is going on? Today's topic is, did I put it up there? The conspiracy. Huh? What is 6-8Jay talking about? I gotta let you guys know. Crypto OG, what's up? Yo, my brother. Hey, man, we need to set up a call. Matter of fact, in the group, I'll try to do that. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now while we're live before I forget. We need to do another call amongst us brothers. Call today? Oh, my goodness. What's up, bro? All right, guys, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to be talking about the conspiracy. What is it? Kind of got me looking at things in a little bit different perspective, guys. Let's get right into it. Right now, we got an overall market cap of $1.072 trillion. Trillion, but we're down. But Bitcoin's up. Why is that? Ethereum, that old son of a... Let me stop. Good Lord. I think I told you guys I had to sell my position at Ethereum. I'm good. I'm straight. You know, I just can't support that. Knowing what I know, the more I dig, the more I'm like, you know what, I can make money in a whole bunch of different areas. I don't got to worry about no Ethereum. And I'm small potatoes. It don't make no difference. My I shouldn't say little bag. My position don't matter. Right now, Bitcoin's at 27,000. It's back over 27,000. And this is crazy, guys, when you really think about where Bitcoin is at right now. And it did the same thing. You know, obviously when we had the FTX whole fiasco going on, I swear that thing would have been heading down with all the news. A lot of bear, people who had bear sentiment was looking at it going to 10, 12, 10, somewhere in there. We got down to 15, so it wasn't that big of a dip down from 15. And what did it do? It showed a strength. And I think a lot of this also have to do with, you got BlackRock right now filing for ETF. You got Fidelity now that's filing for ETF. So, and it started making me really research, guys, and look at what's going on. And it's starting to become more and more clear. We've been looking at this thing, I think, from a different perspective, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my theory on this conspiracy that's going on. This is a damn conspiracy, Crypto OG. We talk about it all the time in our little, our 4-man group. We got BNB right now at 240. We got XRP is down. XRP is not up. It's down 6.5%, 6.15% in the last 7 days, 2.19% in the last 24 hours, when everything else seems to be doing okay. Cardano is down it's down 5%. It's at 25 cents right now. We've got Dogecoin at 6 cents. We've got Solana 1590. We've got, I'm going to just kind of skim through some of these. We got Matic, which is, almost $2 for $1. That would be awesome. Matic, I mean, the fact that we just saw this thing at like 120, good Lord. Polkadot, down 3%, 3.43% for the week. Almost 2% for the last 24 hours. Polkadot, wow, I was so loved. If I saw a 3, I think I'd lose my mind. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, because 3 was special to me. Did that rhyme? Can I get a deal? I'm just saying. 3 was special to me. When I caught this thing, when they did that redenomination, I was waiting. If you would have, look guys, if you'd have told me I would have seen Polkadot back at $3, I'd have told you you're crazy. This is why I get what's going on, guys. Liz, what's up, sis? I'm telling you guys, I get it. You hear what I'm saying? I get it, guys. I see what's going on. If you would have ever told me, I would have saw Polkadot back at, even $4 right now, but the fact that if we had a big retracement, we can get back into $3, because it's not that far down. Like, if you would have said that back when it was $50-some, I was like, man, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. But, losing $1 from $4 or even $1.41 is a lot more likely than from $50-some to $3 to even $5 or even $20. I did not see it. I did not see it coming, and it just shows you what's going on. It kind of gives you an idea of what's been happening slowly but surely, and we're going to talk about it. We got Shiba right now at a crazy discount. It's up 5.29% because this thing had five zeros and a 6. Good Lord. I was like, what's going on? 5 zeros and a 6. Good Lord. We've got Avalanche at $11. We've got Atom at $8.36. We got Chainlink at $5.08. Again, if you'd have told me Link back at $5, it was just like $4 or something yesterday. To ever tell me that we would see a $4 Link again is crazy. And I had to really go back and assess where we got up to and where we're at now. And what's helping pushing the price down even more. We're going to talk about that. And I want to get some of you guys' feedback. JC, what's up, my brother? I actually messaged you on Twitter, JC, right now, a message that I saw. I believe it was you that put up in the Telegram group because I wanted to read through it and I couldn't do that if I'm online. So I sent you a message. So if you see that message, just ignore it. It's only because I want to read that message while I was on live. I haven't even read it myself, so I'm going to read it with everybody else. OKB is at $41. We got Stellar at 7 cents. We got ICP at $3.94. Fogcoin at $3.65, down quite a bit. Even though it shows a little bit of green going on. HBAR right now is at 4 cents. APT is at $6.75. Chronos is at 5. So I got nothing good to say about crypto.com right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I got a good bag of it, but I am pissed off at them right now. I'm talking about super mad at them right now. And I'm going to try to, depends on the time, got to go running around with. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here too. I'm talking about maybe later on today or sometime this week we got to get together, Crypto G. But I'm pissed off at them right now. And I'm going to tell you guys about it in a second. So before I forget, so yesterday I sent over some of my gala, right? Some of the gala that I had. There's some things I've been really looking at, and I've been restructuring some of my portfolio. So I sent my gala over, and they were like, "Here's a problem that you guys need to understand. For those of you guys who have held coins for a long time, this is where don't sell. No. Listen to what I'm saying, brother. It's one of the things you guys gotta pay attention to and be careful is a lot of times when you hold these coins for a long time." And they go around changing, the contract code, or they do some kind of upgrade. You don't even realize, because there's coins I've held, and I don't even touch them. I've had them for years, and it's not just Crypto.com. That was the one that's just irritating me right now. But it was sometime not too long ago. I went to go move a coin because again, you have to have your own strategy. I have a strategy. If I think something's going to go down, if I think the market's going to crash, I might, just like with Matic, I was having this conversation with Iron Man back when it was $1.20. I said, man, I got a feeling. I got that feeling. Isn't that like James Brown? And I said, I got a feeling. And I said, I'm going to get out of my Matic and buy back at a lower price. And that feeling served me well, right? It served me well because for the amount that I had, I had a lot of Matic, okay? So remember, I'm not your average investor, so I had a lot of Matic. Point I'm making is, what I found with a lot of these contracts, man, and some of these projects, they do these upgrades, or they make changes to their basically like a upgrade. And so they'll say, oh, we were at V1, now we're at V2, or whatever. And if you don't pay attention to that, some of them give you time, and some of them don't give you time. I've had some projects, especially 10%ers, there's some sneaky son of a guns. And you got to be careful because I've had that's where a lot of projects, they either change their contract or they change something about, I can't think of the name of it right now, and then you go to try to transfer that coin and it's not compatible or, you missed the deadline. So it's just one of the things I think is bull, SHI, you know what? Because if I'm holding a coin, it's like gold. I want to hold on. I don't even want to think about it again. And so yesterday, I went to go, or day before yesterday, I went to go send some gala because I got a massive amount of gala. And I said, let me send some of this gala over to Crypto.com. I was going to get into a different asset because I got a bunch of it, right? So a part of it I sent over. And it doesn't take that long. So, here, 15 minutes goes by, 30 minutes, an hour, a couple hours. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I reach out to them, Crypto.com, which I'm not a big fan of. Guys, listen, I can invest. I want you to understand something. I might not want to drive a certain car brand. You understand what I'm saying? But if that car brand is going to come out with a hybrid electric, something that compares to Tesla, and even if it may not be my car of choice, like whatever. I don't want to say it because I don't want to offend somebody to drive that car. But I may not want to drive that car. I'm like, no, I'm good. But I would invest in the company, the technology. Does that make sense? So, what's up, sweetheart, my beautiful Queen Jeanette? So, the point I'm making is that I'm heavily invested in Crow. The problem that I have with Crow is when together we found out that they had some people on their NFT platform that was selling jinky NFTs that they were copying like Block Owl, right? And I had to learn that the hard way. And I think a lot of you guys know that story. And they had photoshopped their verification badges. They were verified and all that stuff. So to me, they were up and up. And I spent like $10,000 to $12,000. I know it was over 10 for sure, under 12, somewhere between maybe 11 and 12, somewhere there. And on all these NFTs, and I thought, and then a conversation came with someone from the Block Owl community that triggered me looking back and going, wait a minute, no, I bought mine on crypto.com. And they're like, no, we don't even sell them there. It's on Ada's platform. And I'm like, what? So investigation happened, and I reached out to them. Come to find out, this guy had many accounts, and I'd bought a lot of these. I got so many NFTs that it still didn't. That $12,000 or just around $12,000 didn't even make a dent in my NFT portfolio as a whole. I mean, it made a dent, but I've got so many freaking NFTs, it's ridiculous, and not as many on the Chronos. This was all on the Chronos NFT platform. Make a long story short, after helping them and working with Block Owls, helping them not only discover that these guys were fraudsters, which they had no idea, and all the people, because I would have to fight for some of these NFTs against other people. So there's a lot of people who's spending a lot of money on these NFTs that were all fraudulent. And then to come to find out there were other fraudsters all connected to the same circle. So, and they told me that after investigating, that's what they found. And I started letting them know about it. I said, oh, check out this NFT, check out. So they want to find even more than that out. So when I was done, they had told Block Owls, don't worry, we're going to take care of the customer, because Block Owls was concerned, like, about them selling their NFTs, making money off of all the fees associated with those NFTs is what Crypto.com did. So Block Owls was like, what are you guys going to do? Make a long story short, they told me they recognized the fraudsters and the people. They went and basically all the NFTs I had were they were a bunch of BS. But instead of removing the NFTs and getting rid of the fraudsters, they let them stay there. They took away the verification badges. The people went on. I looked on that they're selling other stuff, which I don't even know if they're legit or not. This is the problem when you're having a company that's not an American-based. Because if it was an American-based company, I would somehow try to figure out how to go complain higher. But I was like, you know what? I've lost more than that in a night out with my wife. It's just the fact that it irritated the hell out of me. And they told Block Out they were going to make it right. They would reimburse. I even got the email, so they would look into reimbursing after investigating. After investigating, they didn't give me crap. They didn't give me nothing, right? And I mean, I got mad with them. I got so pissed off, I was threatening, to take legal action. I was real pissed off with Crypto.com. So, but I let it go because I just chalked it up to the game because I like the platform and the fact that they're with got the Lakers team and all this stuff. So I put aside my emotions to focus on the value of where it could go. It was at 97, 96, almost 97 cents. I said, this thing is undervalued. All you guys ever hear me do is talk amazing about Crow and my position. I got a massive position in Crow. Okay. But then when I sent my gala, they were like, oh, sorry. I was like, where's that? They were like, well, they changed the thing from V1 to V2. I said, okay, well, just send it back to me. These fools want to charge, had me send over $200. It was $150, $200 they took out of my account just to send it back. I'm like, what? I'm like, after basically screwing me out of $12,000, y'all got paid. I didn't get anything, and you still got those. So I went through this whole day. My blood pressure was up, and then they took the money out of my account, and that was at like 3 this morning, and here we are 9 this morning, and they still ain't sent my stuff back. So I'm telling you, I'm not a fan. As a matter of fact, I might read just out of being pissed off. And you're talking about somebody who has a lot of Crow, like 1 million Crow. I did my position on Crow, so 1 million Crow. And that's how you treat me. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. After this stream, I'm probably gonna cash out every dime. I don't care if it goes to $5. I got so much. Like if you can't appreciate And I know you're saying, oh, it's only 100 something, but it's still the wounds of 12. Like, I didn't want one more thing to go wrong with crypto.com. Not one, just don't do one more thing that irritates me. Especially when I help you take down a fraudster. You admit it. I got all the emails from you. I even got the replies because Blockout sent me a copy of the email that they sent them saying they were going to take care of me, and they didn't. And I just let it all go because that was during the time I was on Six8Jay show. He's like, don't create any flag because you'll piss off the community. So I just let it all go. I stuffed my emotion for the betterment of anybody that was in Crow. And I'm not going to go around, crapping on the Crow. They're 35. They got great potential. But I'll put my money somewhere. I'll put my money in. So I'll take that. And you're talking about a lot of money. Even at the current price right now, so it depends on what you say a lot of money is. I mean, but I mean, whether the average person has what is it, point? So my 50 some odd $1,000 for a million crows, what I got right now. I'll put my money somewhere else. It's not even that serious to me because, again, 50-something thousand. I lost 12. You keep screwing me over. Everything's a big old thing. You can't even do the things that you say you're going to do on a timely manner. Like I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I sent money to the wrong contract address. I've actually Googled how to get it back. Got online and got it back all within about 30 minutes. And if I can do that, and I told him this morning, I said, how can a multi-million-dollar company with what I presume to be smart people take so long to correct everything? So anyway, so I kind of got on their butt this morning, and yeah, I think I'm gonna jump out of that because I'm just irritated with them. Anyway, let's keep going. Arbitrum right now is at $1. It could dip back under $1, guys. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. First time ever. It's never seen a bull market yet. This is a pretty good price. I mean, and I think it could retrace even better because it's up a little bit. So we'll see what happens right now. Q&T is at 99 cents. We got near, let's make it clear, at 124. VChain is at 1 cent. Stack it up is at 65 cents. Algo is at 11. We got Optimism at 121. EGLD is at 29.79. We got RNDR at $2. Sand is at 38 cents. No more $3 for $1. We got Phantom at 25 cents. XTZ at 71 cents. We've got Theta at 63. We got Mana. Mana's still $3 for $1. Almost, pretty much. Almost take that 64 out. We've got IMX at 61 cents. We've got Curve, CRV at 63 cents. We got Gala. Missing my Gala. Still not there. Ridiculous. At 2 cents right now. We got INJ at 628. We've got, let's see. Flow is at 44 cents. Sue is at 76 cents. XDC is at 3 cents. We got GMX at 50 cents. We've got CSPR at 3 cents. We've got, see anything else we're talking about? Pepe. Pepe don't slip down to number 90 on the list. 6 zeros and a 9. Let's see what happened to Pepe. I know that's probably a lot of people's retirement plan. I'm just saying. Good Lord. Woo is at 18 cents. We've got Flare is at 1 cent. And Zillicon comes in at number 100 at 1 cent as well. I don't trade there. Yeah, it wasn't trade there. JC, So anyways, I should know better not to mess with them, JC. And I don't want to piss anybody else. And that was the whole debate that me and CK had got into at one point because it all happened when I was co-hosting with him, and they jacked me, and I was so hot. And he's like, yo, man, you gonna, shouts out to my boy CK, but he's like, man, if you say that, it's gonna piss off a lot of people. And but here's the thing, guys. If there's something that irritates you, even if you're mad at something that XRP has done, if there's something that you don't like about XRP or Bitcoin or Shiba, any of these assets that I'm in, if you're frustrated, speak your mind. We're family. I take the good with the bad. If you're my family and I got love for you, we're gonna argue about stuff. It's okay. We may not agree on everything, right? I've known JC for years, and I'm sure there's something we haven't agreed on. We've had some words, me and JC, not bad words, nothing like that. But we've had disagreements. Like, oh, no, I don't think, okay, I think this, and I don't think, but that's my man. I got love for my brother. So, yo, animal. So the point I'm making is if there's something that you don't like, speak your mind. I'm never going to tell you to hold your tongue. Why? Huh? If someone does something to you, you my family. I'm going to fight for you. That's right. I'm going to fight for you. Somebody doesn't do something to you, I don't care if it's something I got a lot of money in. If I found out someone did something to you and didn't make it right, I got you. That's just the way I roll. I got you. Don't. There's no opportunity that's bigger than my family and friends. None. And so when something happens to me, I want to be able to vent and talk about it because it pissed me off. Yeah, it may not, 12,000 here, a couple $100, there. It is what it is. But it's just the fact that to me, it's customer service. If you're going to charge me $150 to $200 to return my funds, do so in a timely manner. I get so sick of excuses. And to me, they probably got one of the worst, in all of crypto that I've ever seen, they got the worst customer service I've ever experienced, ever. And I hate to say it. That's right. I hate to say it. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. But, I'm going to probably... I dump my Ethereum because they're shiesty. And I think I'm going to dump my Crow because they piss me off. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. Every time I deal with them, there's a problem. So Ethereum, I don't like the fact that you had to crap on not just XRP, you crapped on the community. And the fact that Vitalik Buterin is so dirty. So let's get into that, guys. Let's talk about that. 6-8J's in the house. Make sure you guys go and hit the like and subscribe. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Okay. So here's the, obviously here's a thumbnail. The conspiracy, right? And so I want to talk about some of the things. Let me just kind of read through some things, and then I'll kind of open up and kind of lead into where my thank you, sis. I appreciate you, Liz. You know what's up. Animal know what's up. JC know what's up. Anthony Wayne and Shane Sullivan, Queens in the house. Agree to disagree. That's all right. And it's not even, it's not even like a debate. I got screwed for $12,000. It's not even a debate. That's a family member that lost money because I helped uncover something that they weren't willing to reimburse me my money. But then I had to start thinking about it from a business perspective because I've been a business owner for years. And I said, okay, well, they're probably thinking, which still, I guess in their mind it's like, well, if we've got to refund him, we've got to refund everybody else. But yeah, I'm the one who brought the scandal to your table, and you actually sent the email over to Blockout saying you were going to take care of me, which you didn't. So it's just, you said what you had to say just so maybe they don't say anything about you selling jacked up platforms. You leave the criminal shysters on you. They're there right now. I can see them right now. You let them keep selling because it's all about the money. So that in itself, if they would have got rid of the people, I would have felt better and said, okay, I chalk up the 12 grand to the game. Hey, dude, look, in this game, it depends on where you're at as far as investment wise. I've seen there's a lot of people that can't even take a 5-digit loss or a 6-digit, which is 100,000 more. What happens if your portfolio retraces in the millions? So all I'm saying, guys, is it is what it is. Watch an 800,000 a month opportunity gone in the blink of an eye. Boom, you go from 5 to 6, 7, $800,000 a month. Boom, gone. So like I said, I got tough skin. In this, I've been around this industry long enough. I understand what's the saying? Never invest more than you can afford to lose. So I understand all that. It's just the way they went about it, and the fact that you left the shysters. It's like someone disrespecting JC, Liz, Animal, or someone in this group, and saying something negative to Big Bro 10, and one of you guys saying something inside our group. And I see what they said, and maybe they called you some name. Maybe it was bias, racial bias, this bias, that bias. Maybe it was screw you guys and all the crypto, whatever it is. If I sit up there and let that person stay in this group, what kind of friend am I? Knowing that somehow I affected one of you guys in a way that hurt to some degree, whatever it was, emotionally hurt, pissed off, whatever it is, integrity, Karma Carmichael, what's up, my brother? So whatever it is, I got your back, and that's the way it's supposed to be. I can take no losses. I mean, it's not like I want losses, but they happen, and that was one example of what happens. There's some scandalous people out there, just like there's scandalous people out there to get you for your money. I could tell you guys some crazy stories since I've been in crypto, from people, people in groups that I was a part of before that had anti-fizzing, they went to a site, they were going to write MetaMask. Instead of MetaMask, it said MetaMask, but instead of the A, it had an S, and no one could tell, so it was like METS, MASK, like whatever. There's so many things that I've seen people lose everything, or a lot. Depends on where you're at, and but I've seen people lose, and it's crazy, guys. I was there. I saw the stories, and I did my best to try to help some of these people. Some of me and my friends were like, "Oh my God, maybe you could do this and that," but some of these people never recover, guys. There's so many scammers out there. That's all I got to say. All right, guys, let's look at it. The tide is turning, but not in the direction you think. The SEC has pushed too hard, too far, and too fast. The blowback will be the end of Gary Gensler at the SEC and a series of losses in court against the crypto industry. I do believe that. I do believe that. And this is such a great setup. This is such a great setup, right? I think the tide is turning, but not in the direction you think. Is actually, I think in the short term is negative, in the long term is positive. Okay? Yeah. JC, you've been around, bro. Me and we know each other's stories. We know each other's story, and we know the stories of some of our friends that have been destroyed. It's sad, guys. And I can tell you from, one of these days I might do a stream where the stream is about just being careful, and maybe even sharing some stories without the names of things that have happened to people, so that you're cautious. I think sometimes what it does, it makes you pay attention to the little details, right? The little details. Make sure you read and check contract address and wallet address. Yeah. All that, like all that. I didn't send the wrong contract anywhere. That's not what I did. I sent the right contract. I mean, I just sent Gala to Gala. It wasn't that. It was the fact that I wasn't aware that they had went from a V1 to V2. Because again, you guys got to say, when you hold coins, like I've held coins, and I've been in this since 2017. There's coins I haven't even touched these coins for years. I see them, but I don't touch them. And there's some of them that I don't even pay attention. They're just there, right? I know I got them. I was like, okay, my wallet's there. It ain't gone. But who sits around and goes, because I'm going about my life. I'm not sitting there going, out of all these coins I got, did anybody change a thing? Did anybody change? No, I just sent anyways, long story. But yeah, just pay attention to the details. And there's things that you're just not going to catch. Like I didn't catch that. I could have sent that same contract over to KuCoin. They were accepting it, but Crypto.com wasn't accepting it, right? So it's just little stupid, sneaky things like that. And then if you don't want to pay the money, then they won't send it back. And then if you all that good stuff. We'll talk about it. Another show. Let's talk about it. And not to piss anybody else that's in the crow. Hey, if you got your crow, God bless you. And I still think it's going to go to the moon. But I'm a guy of integrity and a guy of if you do me wrong or if you treat me a certain way, I'm done. I'm just done. The tide is turning, but not in the direction you think. So, where it says the blowback will be the end of Gary Gensler and the SEC and the series of losses in court. So I think this is what it comes down to. I think at the end, a lot of these, and that's really what's happening right now when you think about what's going on with XRP, is that it's not just XRP. Because, man, I'm not holding on for dear life with XRP. I'm hoping that they win for the entire industry, because what it does in the short term, it gives a lot of these crypto projects and their companies the belief that, would you say, JC, BTC on the move? I'm looking at BTC. I mean, it's I got it up here. You said it's on the move in what way? Let's see. Confirm recently, yeah. Where we at, JC? Okay, what just happened? Oh, yeah, it is on the move. Okay, you're right. It is on the move, JC. Look at JC calling it out while we live, my brother. It jumped like a couple $100. So, but even seeing BTC right now at 27,220 something, that's just, like I said, it's defying all the odds, and especially for a lot of the people who see it going down. Now, I will say this, there is some potential down, as long as it holds at 26.5, that is a key support right now, 26.5. But going back into what I was saying here, I think as I've been reading this, guys, and I'm going to go through some more stuff here, what it seems to be to me is that Anthony is smart. Yeah, Anthony is smart. All you guys are smart. You're talking about all you guys are amazing. I got a family full of legends, man. BTC plus 3.5%. Yeah, it is up. You're right. So the more I've been looking into this, the more I see this conspiracy. And the conspiracy, what I originally thought is they're trying to kill crypto. But what I've looked at, guys, and I want you guys to pay attention to this, is that, and I'm looking at every rock. I know my Twitter shows a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that I just don't like. There's things that I post and there's things that I just read, right? And what they're doing, in my opinion, is, and that would be great, JC. I don't make predictions, but that would be great if it goes to 30K. That would be huge, right? And I think part of that narrative will be, the SEC lawsuit against Ripple, because what it does is, now for Bitcoin, it matters and it doesn't. For Ethereum, it matters and it doesn't, because Ethereum is part of the scandal, right? It's almost like they're protected by the good old boys. And the more you read, the more you understand it. The web of where the corruption behind Ethereum, ETHgate, Vitalik Buterin, Hinman emails, SEC, China is freaking unreal. And it's to the point where you almost have to, you almost question our national security, what we stand for, the things that we won't, that they will do for money, the things that they'll turn the other cheek, or maybe even things that they don't know. And I think a part of it may be that not everyone in Congress knows. I don't know. But there's definitely a scandal here, like a big scandal, like a FTX type, Enron type, scandal, Bernie Madoff type scandal, but on a high level. Thank you so much, Beekeeper69. Much love, my brother. Gmail Brown's in the house. Beekeeper69 says, hit that like and subscribe button, man. You are the man. Thank you so much for reminding the family. I know a lot of you guys do that, and I just love you guys to death. What I've seen, guys, at first I thought they're trying to attack and destroy all of crypto. No, that's not what's going on, guys. Hell no, that's not what's going on. They're trying to destroy a big part of crypto because they don't feel like look, guys, they don't care about all these other, look, Gary Gensler, Elizabeth Warren, and all these guys, they're not in Doge. They might have they're not into Shiba. They're not buying Pepe. They're not buying, they don't care what LDO does. They don't care about Cardano. I'm just telling you guys. And you know how you can look at that and that's not my opinion? You want to know how that's not my opinion? I want you guys to listen to the words that come out of my mouth. Good Lord. Every time I think about my boy Chris Tucker, what a hell of a performance he did in Rush Hour. Listen to the words that come out of my mouth. Think about the coin. This is how you figure out what they're interested in. The coins that are not affected. We're gonna get in that in a minute, but I love what John Deaton says. John Deaton says Hammond did not have to say. He was warned. It's like everyone in the SEC told him, do not make that speech. Don't make the speech. And he made it anyway. $15 million motivation. And the fact that now there's companies that are tied into his sons, his family, his law firm, his friends, politicians, whose pockets have gotten loaded. I'm talking about these guys have made crazy money, guys. And then there's something that I uncovered, and I found that someone else uncovered, which is showed Prometheum. You guys heard us talk about Prometheum. Do you know that fool, the CEO of Prometheum, I'm going to show you how far back this goes. He was in the room. He says, I was there in the room, in the upper room. Remember that? Which one was that? David Adams in the house. He said, I was in the room when Ethereum had its ICO and it was at 19 cents. This goes all the way back till then, guys. Wang Chang got super paid. They bought up, so you know how much, think about it. The ICO, they spent $500,000 worth of Ethereum at 19 cents. Maybe before that. You know how much control they got of that company? 500,000 at that time. You know how many people were spending $500,000 on Ethereum? Not very many. And that was, God knows that they probably spent more than that. I'm just saying. That was like their initial investment, right? But the CEO of Prometheum was around then. This whole good boy thing started back then. That's why Bill Hemmings stood up in front of that room and said what he said. He protected Ethereum. He protected Vitalik Buterin. He protected Wang Chang, the company in China. The same company, I say Wang Chang, I don't know what the hell it's called, but it's something like that. He protected the company. Disguise Wells. Come on, Crypto G. You know what we're talking about. Disguise Wells. He protected the law firm that paid him $15 million and all the guys' pockets that got padded. This is not... Everything I said up to this point is right. I've been spot on. Even when I said it's a chess game, it's an attack on crypto, but I'm going to edit it a little bit. It's an attack on crypto. You doggone straight, Liz. It's an attack on crypto so that they can pad their pocket with the coins that are protected. And the coins that are protected right now is Bitcoin and Ethereum. They've made hundreds of millions. JC, I would even say in the billions. Think about the position. If you got Ethereum at ICO, if at one point when all that was going on, XRP was number 2, and you guys were hyped up because you guys got behind Ethereum, XRP wasn't willing to cop out or sell like that. They even met with you. What did Brad Garland said? He said, I met with them without any type of lawyers present. I didn't care. I was just there to be transparent, to be honest, to be a good old American. And what has Gary Gensler and the SEC said to all these companies? Come on in. We welcome you. Come on in. Show us what you got so we can FUCK you later. That's literally what it is. I hate to say it, but that's what it is. Come on in. Coinbase, who did everything they were supposed to do so we can ram you. Like one of those big old brothers. Oh, Lord, I almost took it there. Point I'm trying to make, guys, is this. Is that it wasn't about destroying all of crypto. It's about destroying and causing enough chaos to bring the price down. Think about what he did, dude. The him and emails came out. That should have been a golden moment. And then he comes out, and 8 days to the exact T, 8 days before it comes out, 8 days exactly, he comes out and he files a lawsuit against Binance, Coinbase, and lists all these coins as tokens. If that's not a massive attack on crypto, a massive attack on crypto. And many of those projects are not Ethereum based. Right? You might have Ethereum pairs, but not necessarily, connected to Ethereum in that way. And so you look at this thing, guys. And then I was watching John Deaton on a show. It's like one of these news channels. And he was and the guy who was doing the interview, he said they've been doing this with stocks since the beginning of time. This all we're experiencing right now, guys, are things we've never experienced with stocks. This crap has been going on with stocks and manipulation, and these guys have generational money from their corrupted antics and just gangster chess games they be playing. And it's been the American way. Think about it. You don't think they can play the game when they allowed Sam Bankman-Fried to play the game? Sam Bankman-Fried, who committed one of the biggest crimes of all of crypto, who just had 5 of his charges dropped, who's still sitting at home playing PlayStation, drinking Mai Tais. Sam Bankman-Fried, no matter what his co-workers are saying, no matter what they say, he's still sitting at home chilling. Yeah, I think unusual wealth. Let me see. I think so, Dave. Let me look and see, brother. Let me see. Dave Adams, the legendary brother, the reason that we have this show, the guy who helped me start this show, the guy who actually helped me put all this together. So whatever you see, other than my effort and knowledge and everything, the guy who put this together, helped me put together, came down with his baby strapped in front of him to help me do all this. My man, Dave Adams, and my man, Josh. Love you guys, man. Hold on a second. Let me see. You asked me a question. Unusual Wells. I think I do follow them, and I have posted. I don't know if I posted. Let me see Wales. Let me see Wales. Unusual Wells. Okay, yeah. I do have them. I do. Oh wait. Oh shoot. Wait a minute. I thought I was following them, Dave. I guess I wasn't following them, bro. There's so many of those Wales type things. Well, I just corrected it right now, Dave. So I'm following them now, bro. Thank you, my brother. Much love to you, my man. So it was all you. Thank you, brother. Well, like I said, you guys are selfless guys. Anytime I call this dude, I've called Dave while he's out there. He was at an accident site one time. And and it happens all the time. I called Dave. He's for those of you guys know, he's a hired patrolman, one of the finest out here in this area. And he's like, "Yo, Jay, man, can I hit you back? This and that. This car just piled up." Just the dude never not answers. Never. He's been on vacation with his wife. He's been in the middle of dinner. Kids yelling and screaming. What? This dude he's one of the realest, man. I love you, brother. So, guys, this is the point I'm trying to make. This is the biggest conspiracy that I think that I've ever been a part of in my life. We've seen a lot of stuff, the Bernie Madoff thing. Oh shoot, that's crazy, Or you see Enron. Oh my god, they did that. Everybody bailed out. Martha Stewart, all those guys. Some people, all that kind of stuff. And but it's the first thing I've ever been a part of where I can experience just how jacked up and corrupted our system really is from an inside perspective, right? And they don't care who they destroy, what projects they destroy along the way. They don't care about that, guys. They don't care. So let me just keep reading. So again, shouts out to the Wolf of Wall Street. This is, and I'm going to read it one more time for those of you guys that just came in. He says, "The tide is turning, but not in the direction you think. The SEC has pushed too hard, too far, and too fast because they understand there's a window, guys. There's a window that it's kind of like William Hinman, Bill Hinman. He did what he did, but what's going to happen to him? He got 15 million. All his family's winning. All his friends are winning. We know, but what are they going to do? Not a damn thing. Nothing. He's gone. You know what the SEC did? They just took him off his website right when they filed right before they filed the lawsuit against Biden. They took him. They removed him from the website. Their own golden boy, their own director of all directors that brought this crazy lawsuit against Ripple. They removed him from the website. Erased. We have no connection to him. That's their cover up, right? But the blowback will send Gary Gensler at the SEC and a series of losses in court. So what this tells me is that they just feel like here's a trickle down effect. If Ripple wins, then what it does is it helps the Coinbase case. It helps the Binance USA case. I can't say for Binance out, what they've done, but it might even help their case, right? Binance USA for sure. And then a lot of these other cases. And then you might see companies come back and start fighting for things like Library, who got put out of business, things like that. So I just think what it does is a lot of these court cases, I think, are going to go in the way favor of crypto. And that's if Judge Torres does her job, right? It says, we will win this fight, fire Gary Gensler. Okay. John Deaton says if Ripple's percentage ownership of the outstanding XRP was an issue, the SEC could have drawn the line and gave Ripple 3 to 5 years to reduce their holdings to meet the maximum threshold set. Hell, Ripple's done that anyway to help pay and fund this crazy $200 million legal fees fighting the SEC. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Let's see. And then here's another part of that, guys. So and this is so much bigger than just the SEC, because think about it. At the worst time, right when and this is what kind of shows you guys, right? It says when Ripple wins exactly Bullish Big D. There's no reason for them not to win unless the corruption goes up towards the judge. There's no reason, and that's evident. I mean, it would question anything that's going on in this country with the fact that everything has been. People don't realize how big the Hemming emails are, and all it did is it was like a drop of, it was like cancer that just spread. I hate to use that word because it's such a horrible. I lost my dad to that, but it's like a ripple effect, like when you drop a drop of water in the bathtub or in a sink or in a lake or something, like you drop a boulder and it ripples out. That's all it did. It started exposing everything, and the corruption is so huge that more than I've ever felt before. I'm like 1,000%. We should win, right? We should win. I've always felt that, but with a little bit more confidence, like a little more bass in my voice, right? Will it be will the world see everything that it sees and expect something that will just be devastated by more corruption? That's what we have to hope not. Going back to what I was saying, guys, during the time that they filed these lawsuits, during the time that the Hemming emails come out, now think about this for a minute. Just think about this for a damn minute. The Hemming emails come out 8 days before, or just before that, they changed the disclaimer on the SEC website. They get Bill Hemming off the website. They file a lawsuit against Binance Coinbase. They file suits against all these coins of their securities. And right after that, BlackRock files for an ETF. Fidelity files for a Bitcoin ETF. You've got all these huge companies. Now there's this thing right here. Germany's 1.4 trillion asset manager, Dutch bank, applies for regulatory licenses to operate crypto. The point I'm trying to make, guys, is all this stuff is now happening at the time where everyone else is scared. I think they gave their circle an opportunity. That has nothing to do with Germany's bank, but like J.P. Morgan with BlackRock, with Fidelity, they gave all these guys the opportunity to jump in and position themselves. And it's starting to see, to me, guys, that they're trying to make it. If we get rid of Coinbase and Binance, is what they're probably pitching to those guys. Everyone would have to come to you for their crypto needs. Literally, does anybody see anything different than that? Then they're trying to make it where all these American global powerhouses, J.P. Morgan, Fidelity, BlackRock, that they're trying to force us in a position where they get rid of all the coins that don't matter. Just hear me out on this conspiracy theory. They get rid of all the coins that don't matter. In their crazy mind, this is what they're thinking. I don't think it's going to happen, but this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to push people towards these companies that will get approved, so they can go back and sell you your Bitcoin probably at a higher price. I'm telling you, dude, this is horrible, man, what they're doing. It's bigger. Bigger. I am not selling. No. It's not about selling. I'm not selling either, but there's just certain things that I am pissed off about, and that's okay. Right here it says December 1st, 2021, same month, SEC sues Ripple. Aaron Kaplan, this is a fool here, and I'm gonna call him a fool. He's a trickster. You know, it's funny because someone played that video that Gary Gensler said, hucksters. We're going to get rid of all the hucksters, the tricksters. And literally, it really defines who this guy right here is, right? Aaron Kaplan, CEO, with some of his other family of Prometheum. The guy who sat in a room in the Ethereum ICO at 19. He says it, and I got a video of that. This shows they were actively meeting with the Clayton Hemon SEC as well as the current SEC. Was this part of a long-term Ethereum plan? Hell yeah. We're going to talk about it. Let's get to it. Let's keep it going. It's important for clear and consistent rules to be established to foster innovation and growth. The efforts to bring lawsuits and harm to crypto companies based on ambiguous guidelines only hinder progress, which is probably done purposefully. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is. All right? So Gary, what is a security? Well, a security is something that the SEC considers a security, and that may or may not change through time. It's a damn. Oh, I hate to laugh, but that's literally what these fools are doing. If no one voted him in, okay, so if no one voted him in, why does Congress need to vote to remove him? Genuine question. I think it's a legitimate question. If no one voted this. Some of my in my Bernie Mac, Bernie at the rest in peace Bernie Mac, in my Bernie Mac's voice. Some of my I can't even say the word. I want to say it. Why is there a problem voting him out? Damn straight. Former U.S. Congresswoman Tulsa Gabbard on leaders in Washington. Okay, this is her take on leaders in Washington. Ultimately, they're driven by fear of losing power. How true is that? And losing control. And at the heart of it, they're afraid of us. You guys hear that right there? That really sums it up. Ultimately, they're driven by fear of losing power, losing control, and at the heart of it, they're afraid of us. They don't want people to be great. They don't want us to be wealthy. They want to stay ahead of everyone. They want to keep their feet, their knees on our necks. That's what they do best. Anytime, think about it. Even if you go all the way down to the things that we've seen in this country with law enforcement, when they're scared of a people, when they're scared of something that they don't understand, they want to put their foot in their neck, their knees on your neck, out of fear. How many times have we seen that with helpless people on the news? It's the same thing for the American people, just at a higher level, guys. I'm not trying to cause some stir up about what, we've seen officers. I'm just saying it's the same mentality for these people that sit up there who were nerdy people, little small man complex people. When they see something they can't understand or control, they get scared and they attack us as people, as all people, as American people. We'll let a couple of them go out there and run and catch some footballs and get rich. We'll let a couple of them go out there and dribble basketballs because they can jump. We'll let them go out there and sing and act like, whatever. But, we don't want most of them to win. And I'm talking about the American people. I'm not talking about a Pacific race. I'm talking about all people. It's called financial slavery. What does she say? Ultimately, they're driven by fear of losing power and control. They're corrupted. They're scandalous. They want their kids and their children's children to be rich, but they don't care about me and you. This is all a conspiracy to keep the average guy down. That's what it's all about, guys. The banks don't want to get post office. Right? They're afraid of a free society. They're afraid of they're afraid to let people be free and wealthy. They're afraid. So they come up with all this crap, these lawsuits, and now it makes me think of something else, guys. Why? Understanding what we see, understanding what we can actually look at and see and understand. Why in the hell is it taking Judge Torres so long with the summary judgment? Is she part of the problem or is she a part of the solution? Is she a part of the problem or is she a part of the solution? That's the question. It's not if we should win, it's will we win. Without a shadow of a doubt, we should win this. Period. My allergies kicking my butt. Sorry, guys. Right? Period. Coffee time. Without a shadow of a doubt. After looking at, guys, look at it. Anybody who's anyone can sit there and look at all the corruption. What I personally feel is it's hard for me to say, guys, because look, why we don't have a solution right now, I don't know.
But whenever something takes this long, you start asking yourself, are they looking for holes? Are they looking for any hole that they can stick on a significant issue rather than the overall solution of corruption, of no clarity? I mean, where was the clarity at? Brett Garlinghouse met with you guys. Where was the clarity at? Why didn't y'all say something? Is that how we work as a country? No. But this is how this is what they've done from Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple all the way through Coinbase, trying to get connected with them. And the only thing that's diluted over time is they stop meeting with people. Coinbase says, I've never been able to meet with Gary Gensler. It got to the point where he started meeting with people like Brad Garlinghouse to the point where they just cut off all communication and they had an objective. And the objective from the higher up and this little corrupted group is we need to take him down. We don't need to make any clarity. Gary Gensler, when you go in front of the committee, you don't have to answer nothing. You don't have to say nothing. Just right here. So Gary, what is a security? Well, a security is something that the SEC considers a security. Who gave you that power? And because everyone's going around going like this, hey, did y'all give him the power? Hey, did y'all give him the power? Hey, did you give him the power? Hey, did you give him the... Everyone's asking the question like, because they got a window. Now what's going on right now is fire Gary Gensler. All the stuff, there's questions being asked. There's all these things that are coming up. Congressional, trying to get these congressional bills in place to try to help bring clarity to the market, because everyone's going, did you say it? He was just in front of us last month saying he needed clarity from Congress and he needed funding. Who gave? Did you give it? Somebody call Elizabeth Warren. Oh, she's not answering right now. That's literally what's going on. It's confusion, but the attack is real. And through the Hinman emails, the explosion of corruption showed itself, and then they were forced to play their hand. They were forced to show us who Prometheum was. Who the hell is Prometheum? How did they get in front of Congress? Who the hell is this dude? Who the hell is Aaron Kaplan? Who is this fool? Where did he come from? His dad and his brother's part of the team? They were sitting there and during the Ethereum ICO at 19 cents. They're connected to Wang Cheng, the same company that is connected to the company that actually, the law firm that paid Bill Hinman $15 million? Are you serious? They called Vitalik Buterin and say, yo, man, this thing is getting real. What do we need to do? Okay, we got you. And then the rest of the SEC, don't do it, Bill. And he did it anyway. Dude, it's corruption at its all-time finest. Let's get to some more stuff so you guys can hear. I'm sorry, guys. Let's get into it. Very important. Okay, so what is this right here? Let's see. An investigation must be conducted to understand what or who influenced Hinman, why conflicts, or at the very least, appearances of conflicts were ignored, and why the SEC touted the speech knowing that it would create greater confusion. They told him not to do it, and he did it anyway. All right, let's see if they say anything about this. Did they say anything about this? Or this video even play? I thought this was a playable video. I don't know. Well, we got some other stuff going on. Let me see this other thing here. This guy did a pretty good job here explaining some things as well. This is, let's see here. It says the scoop to explain the importance of major questions doctrine and how it might apply to the SEC suits against Binance and Coinbase. It may take years, but courts could determine that regulating crypto might fall outside of the agency jurisdiction. So, like I said, it's creating a lot of confusion. Let's see what this guy's saying right here. How much is this? A minute? We got a minute.
So walk us through the importance of the major questions doctrine.
The idea behind it is, if Congress has not given you specific authority to regulate a thing as an agency, and you're seeking to regulate it, if it involves a major question of national, economic, or political importance, then you need to get authorization from Congress before you do anything. A couple of examples where it's been used. A case where the FDA says, you know what, we're going to regulate cigarettes because, let's face it, nicotine is a drug. We have the authority to regulate drugs, and so it works. And the Supreme Court said, nope, that's not what they meant by drugs. They didn't mean nicotine. They didn't mean cigarettes, so you don't have the authority to regulate cigarettes. All that sounds a lot like the Howey test in application to digital assets that live entirely on a decentralized blockchain. Probably wouldn't see a judge weigh in on that question until at least, Second Circuit, or maybe even until SCOTUS, which would be a long way away. But it's one of the things that looms over these cases, without a doubt.
So walk us through the importance of the major questions doctrine.
The idea behind it is,
Sorry about that, guys. My nose was acting up on me. Okay, let's keep it going. Here's another one. Bill Hinman could have given... Okay, Bill Hemmon could have given that speech without ever naming a token. This is so important. What motivated Bill Hemmon to say what he say, even when the people around him was telling him not to? What motivated him? Why $15 million motivated him? Come on, guys. The bigger picture.
Bill Hinman could have given that speech without ever naming a token. He could have said that there's a new construct that we're looking at called sufficient decentralization. And when we look about these tokens, here are factors that we're going to consider. And he could talk about the token ownership, or he could talk about how many validators or nodes, or
Right.
is there a percentage of token ownership that is a red flag? He could have said, here are some markers for you entrepreneurs to think about. He didn't have to say, setting aside the fundraising that accompanied Ethereum, we at the SEC view current sales of Ethereum as non-securities. He didn't have to do that. So what I had said was, I made one prediction about these emails, and I did it intentionally to those people that called me a conspiracy theorist and you a conspiracy theorist and everyone else. I said, I don't know what those emails are, how they're going to impact the lawsuit or the underlying case that Ripple has, but I bet they make people go, damn, why did you give the speech?
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a director of another division saying, you're going to cause greater confusion if you give this speech, and he ignores it. If you have the Office of General Counsel saying, I don't think you should highlight ETH.
But he did it anyway. He did it anyway, and that's what the Hemmon email showed, right? If the SEC is confused about complying with the FOIA, we have a clear regulatory framework built over 7 years. Regulators simply need to come into compliance. If you guys open this up, I'm not going to read through it, but it's it's actually an amazing thread here. You can go through and see this lady here, Marissa Tashman Koppel, makes an extraordinary, just amazing breakdown of her thoughts on everything from Prometheum to the SEC guys. This is the thing. Take the time to learn about this stuff. Take the time to find out why, what's going on. It's so important to not, I don't know one millionaire. I don't know one, and I know a bunch of them. Me and my wife have many friends who are millionaires. I even got a couple who are billionaires, right? That I have their numbers and I've talked to and connected with and all those things. I don't know anyone who has made all that money that doesn't know what the hell is going on. Okay? So if your goal is to be a millionaire, and shouts out to my brother Gmail Brown, man. Much love, Gmail Brown, Queen, Beekeeper69, Mike Tatner's in the house, my brother, Liz, my sister. I think I saw something right here. Mike Tanner says, shouts out, hey, Miss Jeanette, it makes my day when 6/8Jay goes off. I grew up poor and I got nothing for poverty. Hey, man, I'm right there with you, brother. I'm one of these days. I mean, I've told my story, but oh man, I thank God for everything that I saw as a kid, because it made me fight for everything that I have, right? I mean, and that's for real, and it makes me appreciate all those who are in that position, and I think that's why that might be the core, and the way my mother brought me up, that might be the core of the love that I have for people, the genuine love, and why I serve people most of my entire life is stories like yours, Gmail Brown. One of the greatest moments in crypto for me is the day that I see you and many like you win, right? So guys, take the time to make sure that you guys check out this thread. You see it right here. It's I retweeted it. You see Nate right here, he makes the comments, and then right here you have some Marissa Tashman Koppel right here. Open that up, read it. It's amazing. It's amazing. The Blockchain Association has requested records connected to the crypto startup Prometheum from the SEC. This is real. This is not 6/8Jay talking. 6/8Jay, come on here talking about conspiracy. Everyone's talking about conspiracy. What did John Deaton says? He says, I knew that it would open up the conspiracy. The conspiracy was the exact word he used. This is a conspiracy, guys, for destroying, and they're getting away with it. How they're getting away with it, it makes you question this country. It's like rules and laws are put in place for those who who I guess are beneath the ones who don't want to follow him. I guess that's the best way for me to explain it. You need, I need a PB&J sandwich. You better believe it. Welcome to Crypto. Oh, Randy B. Randy B's a member. Randy B, my sister. I got some stuff to talk about. Before I do, we're gonna stack it up with Randy B. Randy B, welcome to the Crypto for Life membership. We're gonna, matter of fact, I'll add you while I play Tails song. Tails. Woo.
Swift, in other words,
Yep.
was not good to us.
Hey, Randy B. Randy B.
Does it like it is.
Yep.
Got them switching gears in Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit. Stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying. Money multiplying.
Okay.
Rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto.
Hey, Randy B, what is your name? I didn't see your name in our Telegram group. So if you're in the Telegram group, send me a message with your name on it, because I don't know. I was going to try to add you to the VIP training group, and I couldn't find you. I just look right now. I couldn't find you. So send that to me. It says, welcome, Randy B, to the crypto. Well, you've always been part of the family. Just welcome to the trading group. Thank you for your support. Sis is in the house. Liz Herrera, JC knows, my beautiful queen. Jeanette, she's my queen. I love my wife. All right, guys, let's get to it. So where we at? Crypto lawyers can get paid a lot of money, like Ripple lawyers, if the issues involved are complicated. I like this Sandy Swift lady here, right? Look, listen to what she said. This is another one you need to open up and read. Okay, but that does not make the issues complicated. Now here's the thing that really started getting me to think, guys, and this is important. I know we hit an hour. This is so damn important. Crypto lawyers can get paid a lot of money, like the Ripple lawyers, like the SEC lawyers, right? If the issues involved are complicated, but it does not make the issues complicated, and is not good public policy. Ripple's case is not actually that hard. So this is what if you read this, it'll start making you question what Judge Torres is doing. Okay, it raises only two real questions. Go down here and read what she's put down here, right? Where there's like, and what she does. I'm not going to go through it, but there's points that she makes. If you care to take the time, I've guided you to the link. If you care to take the time, she gives you the reasons why Ripple is not a security. If she goes, it's this simple, and she breaks it down, boom, it's not a security. Boom, this is why she breaks it all down right here. Read this thread. If you don't do anything else, instead of getting on there watching Family Feud, and I'm just saying, take some damn time to invest in your multi-million-dollar self. If that's where you're going to go. And you might say, wait, don't matter, I'll just wait. That's fine if that's what you want to do. If you want to understand, I like understanding everything that's going on. It helps me make all the best decisions. I didn't get lucky and make millions. I didn't get lucky and win in this industry. I studied. I became a damn student. So when I look at my wife and I look at my kids, they know that we're going to be worth so much money because Daddy has done his damn homework. Woo! Let's do it. And I want everybody to do the same thing. Let's go.
Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Yep.
Better off selling at a loss.
Hey.
Caring what it costs. I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop.
Yep.
To the tip top while you watching.
And I get passionate about that, not just here on YouTube. When I used to travel the world as a speaker, one of the things that made me so amazing at what I did is I was passionate about people winning. I was different because I came from a place that was different than most people. I wasn't up there like with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was talking to the people because I knew where they came from, because I am them. And that's what used to make. Ask my wife. She's right here. I got no reason to sit here and tell you anything different. That's why when I got up and spoke, much of the room would be in tears. Well, James, what'd you make them cry for? It was just hope, belief, mindset. You can achieve anything you want. I don't care how bad life gets. I get on here and I act goofy and I do this and that because that's my YouTube personality. But when it was a suit and tie, clean cut, no earrings, no sweats, no braided hair, Mr. McFadden is what I was addressed as around the country. And what I did, that's the message that I delivered. And so I say all that not to impress you, but to impress upon you. What I'm trying to tell you right now is it's the same formula. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you want things to change, you got to change. If you want things to get better, you got to get better. Doing the same damn thing every single day, the same bad habits, expecting different results is called what? Insanity. You're not going to get there. If you're throwing your hard-earned money at projects thinking that Pepe and KK and Dog's cousin groomer is going to get you there, you're crazy. This is about being a good student, and I say it with passion, not because I'm trying to get views. I don't give a damn how many people watch this show. No, because I don't need the money. I'm here from the passion of it. Ask my wife. I tell her all the time, this is therapy. This is passion. The love that I have for people. Otherwise, I would follow and do 15, small 5-minute videos all day. I don't got time for that. I like my life. I'd rather go out there and pet my dogs and have fun with my dogs and do something with my wife and go drink wine. I know what it takes. I'm not an idiot of what it takes to grow this channel. I just figure I'm gonna do it. When it grows, it grows. God bless me. Whenever it grows, it grows. I'm not gonna go out there and do a bunch of 5-minute videos. I just don't got time for that. I probably do, but hey, I'd rather hire somebody to do it. I ain't worried about that right now. Right now is for those who are here. I'm gonna give you everything that I am. I'm gonna try to give you everything that I got so that you win. That's all, and that's all I care about. If you think I'm money driven, you're crazy. If you think I'm trying to be something I'm not, you're crazy. I've done this. That's why you see all these celebrity James McFadden. Oh, it's not to try to impress you. It's because I am who I am. And I'm trying to give you a little of that. Just like when I used to stand on stage in front of thousands of people. I'm trying to give you a little bit. That if you take a little bit of that, you'll be looking up as a multimillionaire because you become a good student. You've done your own research. And you've taken this thing as serious. I always tell people like this. Before you become a millionaire, you have to think like a millionaire. You have to walk like a millionaire. You have to act like a millionaire. You got to have that swag like a millionaire. You have to make people around you believe. So wait a minute, wait a minute, Liz or Queen or Bullish Big to whoever. You in the same house. You drive in the same car. Hey, I got a $1 million mindset. You may not see it now, but you know when you're gonna see it is when you drive by this house at some point, and my stuff ain't there. When you drive by this house and you're not gonna, is Bullish Big D there? No, he ain't here no more. He moved. Where'd he move to? He said, he said, he said, all he told me is I'm gonna be ghost. Huh? I'm gonna be ghost. Good Lord, Tails.
TikTok on my new wristwatch.
Woo!
Yep. Hello, nice to meet you. Yeah. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight.
Keep it 100 all the time. Let's keep it going. Much love to you too, Queen, and the Crypto for Life family. And we're at 27.4. What? And we're at 27.4. Shane, are you serious? Let me look up here. I'm looking up top. I got 27.4 crypto. What? Did somebody not tell Bitcoin to get the min? Oh my goodness. What's going on? Can't stop, won't stop. All right, let's keep it going. Guys, read this thread. I hate to have so much passion to tell you to read something, but read it, okay? Gary's Useful Idiot Puppet Show. Watch my puppets while I set up opportunities for legacy finance to get positions in crypto. Yeah, right? That's pretty much what it is. Let me throw a whole bunch of this crap because think about it, guys. Why isn't nobody talking about Sam Bankman-Fried no more? Do you realize that he's the least talked about person, and yet he's paid no price for what he's done? You know, we're all here talking to his family right now, but you know how many lives this guy freaking ruined? You know how many people are still sitting there with tissues crying right now? You know how many lives got devastated by this, and no one seems to be talking about it? Because Gary Gensler, Elizabeth Warren, and their little group, Prometheum, and all those little and China company, that particular company, and all that they're doing, they are masters of making us look right when we should be looking left. That's what happened. We're all looking at him in emails, going, Ripple, what's going on, Ripple, and how important the case. And what we were saying right just about 2 weeks ago, this case is going to help all of crypto, and they said, oh hell no, it won't. Boom, Binance, boom, Coinbase, boom, all these coins. You think it's going to help? Come in, Prometheus. We're going to put you in front of Congress. Guys, it's the biggest scandal, the biggest conspiracy we've ever seen. The question is, how long will it go? And I think when it stops is when we're going to have the beginning phases of a new bull market. That's my assessment. When it stops, when someone comes in and intervenes, when Ripple wins, whatever it is when we'll start having the beginning stages. Someone needs to break up this crap, and Judge Torres has the ability to do that. Will she? I don't know, because how come we haven't gotten yet? It's not that. What does Lay say? It's not that hard. It's not why is she making it hard? It's not that hard. Just saying. Huh? Then price you guys out and I get my job back at Goldman Sachs. Now shut up and watch my puppets. He got his hands so far up in these boys' butts. Huh? Good Lord. Oh, whoever made that, shouts out. Here's another one. Today, blockchain assassin FOIA'd the SEC seeking information, docs, and communications about Promethean and its ATS, Prometheum. Everybody, who the hell is this company? Why are they here? How did they get in front of Congress? What's going on? Now, matter of fact, let's play this. Let's talk about when this guy right here who's speaking was right there in the room of the Ethereum ICO. Wait, where did this come from? Well, you can't hide from media. You can't hide from recordings.
We were in the room like when they were, obviously we weren't part of the project, but when you could have bought ETH in the ICO for 19 cents a pop, when you could have bought ETH in the ICO for 19 cents a pop, when you could have bought ETH in the ICO for 19 cents a pop, when you could have bought like when they were, we were in the room like, we were in the room like,
we were in the room
like when they were, obviously we weren't part of the project, but when you could have bought ETH in the ICO for 19 cents.
You were in the room, but obviously we were not part of the project. No one said you had to be a part of it, but you were part of the conspiracy.
It's a pop. At the time, I thought it was a security. Like, who's right? I don't think it matters in that sense.
At the time, he thought it was a what? At the time, he thought it was what?
Who's right? I don't think it matters. At the time, I thought it was a security. At the time, I thought it was a security. At the time, I thought it was a security. At the time, I thought it was a security. At the time, I thought it was a security. Like, who's right? I don't think it matters in that sense. Those guys did really well. They built awesome projects and awesome product, etc. But at the same time, like, it's validating there, but also you missed opportunities because you believed in regulation from the first place.
And out of all of the names that they could have, this is how when someone does you wrong and they slap you in the face. He was there. He was there. He thought they were security at 19 cents. He was there. He was part of the conspiracy. They all were. To take out the number 2 at the time, the number 2 crypto in the world, which was XRP. And what's so crazy about it? You know how someone slaps you in your face, Liz? Dr. Sheba, lower level. You want to know how somebody slaps you in your face, Lord Jack? They make this fool head of this company that gets in front of Congress, and to the American people, they give the middle finger and they call the company Prometheum. Prometheum, which is short for promote Ethereum. They slap us in the face with that name, Prometheum. You can't make this up. Look at who tweeted this. Tom Emmer. What Tom Emmer says? Huh? Who is Tom Emmer? Oh my, Congressman from Minnesota, 6th District. What does he says? Fire Gary Gensler. You tell him, Tom. Doggone it. Huh? Cat Long like that one. Warren Davison. The market must be protected from the current tyrannical SEC government chair. Last night I joined CNBC to talk about the SEC Stabilization Act and my plan to fire Gonzo Gary Gensler. 3 minutes. You ever get 3 minutes to change your life? I think so.
Well, Davidson and Emmer claim that under Gensler's leadership, the SEC has become politicized. And both also take issue with the current SEC lawsuit against cryptocurrency giant Binance. Joining us now, Ohio Congressman Warren Davidson, representing the great Miami County. Congressman Davidson, thank you for joining us. What is your biggest beef with SEC Chair Gary Gensler?
Boy, it's a long.
Look, guys, this is an hour. I mean, this is 3 minutes long. I'm not going to put you. Here's what I'll tell you, and we're going to end it on a positive note. The next. Here's what. There's so many predictions. If Ripple wins this lawsuit, right, and if they get to a certain, I know I said, hey, I'm gonna do certain things, and I've now changed that to some of the people that have been some of my biggest supporters in this group. I'm going to do something special. The whole rolling, roll the wheel for people who come in. There's so many people when we are doing the giveaways that aren't even here right now that that made me determine that I'm not going to do. If I talked about if XRP is $100 or if Shiba hits a penny or whatever. But I'm going to be very strategic in what I do for certain people. But one of the things that I will do is when it gets to a certain level, it ain't got to be $100. If I see XRP hit like $10 or something, oh my goodness! I think the next meetup for me is going to be a yacht that I and Jeanette rents. We're going to rent a yacht or something along those lines, something like that, where I not only invite but some of my top people. We're going to probably fly out and we're going to have an amazing party because you got to understand that win is not about the dollar amount. That win is so important for all of crypto. If you understand and you take the time, and there's so much stuff I can keep going through, guys. Partnerships, the things that Ripple are doing right now. They're doing so many incredible things behind the scene. You guys got to understand. I'm going to be so excited that I can't wait to see you guys again. In lower level, it's not. I don't say it in a bad way of not if they win, brother. Because look, I'm with you, brother. There's no reason they should not win. Look. If you understand how much I have invested, that should be the only thing that come out of my mouth. But my integrity as a person does not allow me to be a moon boy, does not allow me to say things in a biased manner, does not allow me to give a perspective that people want to hear. I'm going to give you the thing that you need to hear. And that is, I believe in all my heart, with all my mind and all my soul, and everything that has made me who I am today as a student, as a husband, a father, and as an entrepreneur and a crypto enthusiast, that we will win this thing. We should win this thing, is a better way to say it. We should win this thing. And I will add, we will win this thing as far as what we should win. But I can't guarantee anything, because the only person that controls the narrative here in this particular situation is Judge Torres. It's Judge Torres. And if we get to that point, Ripple doesn't even got to get to know $100. If it gets to a certain point, because I got two different bags that I have. One is the long term bag. One is the short term. And in that short term bag, I want to rent something, some kind of thing where I got to select a few people. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say everybody, but I'm gonna some people that I'm connected with and that show their support. I'm looking at Twitter. I'm looking at YouTube. You guys, all these things matter. If you don't think I'm petty. I'm petty, and I'm petty to the extent that I look at everything. With all the reading and studying I do, if you don't think every time I put up a thumbnail, see, I'm not talking about things that I retweet. I don't care about the things I retweet, but things that I actually tweet out, I'm looking and I open up and I look at and I stare at every name that's liking those posts, and it makes me feel closer to that person. Like, that's my family. So look, I'm just a different kind of person. It means the world to me. So for those of you guys who are supporting me, who take the time to do that, I see you. My wife sees you. We're paying attention to that, and we'll definitely have some things special planned, because to me, the win is greater than any price. The win. I'm going to start by hugging my wife. I'm going to go down and see my children and hug them like no other, because I don't care if it's at 40s. It don't matter. The win is what I'm looking for. And then as the price starts moving, we're going to have a very, very special day. I want you guys to know that, because I want you to win. You're going to win. And just like Laura Love says, it's our time. Much love. Woo!
So many years and it's still no tears. The fear's selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go?
All the time, Bullish Big D. All the time. I probably spend more time researching Twitter and everything else and looking at who's commenting on YouTube and Twitter than anybody that you probably ever know, because I'm free. I don't have a job. I can't get fired on Friday. I'm my own boss, and this is what I do. So with that being said, guys, hey, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you guys. Our day is coming. Our day is coming. This conspiracy is real, but it's coming to an end at some point. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys mañana at 9 o'clock. It's your boy James, a.k.a. 68Jay. Until next time, peace.